Hello, welcome to the Sunday Chat. I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer. This is my chance to have a chat to you at the end of the week about all things Bald Explorer. I hope you're doing well. Well, this is the last Sunday Chat before Christmas, so let me wish you a Merry Christmas. I will probably have one of these for Boxing Day, the next one, but in the meantime, yes, have a very Merry Christmas. I hope that the lead up to Christmas is going to be fantastic for you. I have yet to organise my Christmas decorations, if that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. We'll worry about that later on. So as ever, I got a list of bits and pieces to have a chat on. It's been a very busy week this week. Not so much getting out and about, but I've been doing projects at home. You've probably seen me make my coffee table, which has been very successful actually. And thank you again for all the wonderful feedback that you've given me and tips and advice. I will get some soap or beeswax or candle wax and put it on my drawer, which I've yet to do actually. I've just been so busy. So I've built that, and as you noticed, you may have seen that in yesterday's video as I record this, or indeed Saturday's video, I was fixing lights in the van. And now I have to say that the long strip of lights that somebody said that looked like a luxury limo type thing, you know, for a girls' night out, I think somebody said, which did make me smile. Unfortunately, I was a bit nervous about the sticky stuff on the back sticking, and already it started to unstick, so it's not terribly sticky. So I've been out today and I bought some glue. So I will get back in the van and I will start daubing blobs of glue around it to get it back in place. So that was one thing. And of course I thought, well, probably either in the winter when it's very cold it may come unstuck, or in the summer when the black of the van gets really hot it may become very gooey and unsticky. So I'm hoping that this will do the job. It's not that difficult to replace and do, so it's just a bit of a faff really. But anyway, so thank you for watching and putting up with those, and I appreciate all the comments and feedback that we've had. And one of the reasons, of course, that I've been doing the home projects is that the weather recently, being December, being typical of this time of year, hasn't been the greatest for going out and doing stuff. So I've curtailed myself for being inside. But I do hope if we get some lovely, bright, sunny, crisp mornings to get out, of course. And now I realise that I've been saying that a lot as we come into the winter. It's just light makes all the difference, and I want to entertain more than anything else. And if the sun is shining, it brightens everybody, brightens everything, and consequently everybody up, I think. And it's so important to see things lit as opposed to going around in this country. And I'm trying to promote the Englishness of England as best I can. It's nice to have it cheery. That's my philosophy. While I was making my videos inside, it takes a bit of time, and people have complimented me on the many setups and different shots that I do. And I thought it would be quite interesting perhaps to make a video one day that not so much looks at that, but I try when I'm filming, you may not be aware of this, and I hope in many ways that you're not, but I actually bring out some film lights. So I've got a film light over there and a film light over here filming me to try and make my room look like it does when I'm sitting here of an evening or an afternoon and it's a bit dreary, that you know, light is coming in from the places it would come in. Because often when you switch on the camera and you do stuff on your phone, it never quite looks the same. And I think it would be quite nice maybe to show me lighting various scenes, because I know there's a lot of people out there who do their own YouTube channels, and lighting can be a bit of a mystery. Now, I'm no expert at all. I just know what works for me, and I thought maybe you'd be interested in having that, seeing that, and learning a bit about it. I mean, I'm learning all the time. The greatest secret really is you're trying to emulate what light does in real life. So if it's coming through the window, you want a light that's apparently coming through the window. It's just that the light may not be coming through as the way you want it. And then of course light bounces off things, and so you get secondary light. And of course you may get, in this case, a light here, which is what we call a practical, and it's in other words, it's on the set and it really does light up, and it gives you a different sort of atmosphere. I know a lot of people are interested in that stuff, so I thought I'd maybe show you, because even in my house, small and confined as it is, I still drag the lights around mostly, and unless I'm doing something really off the cuff and raw. Anyway, let me know if you'd be interested in that. That would be quite fun to do. I written down on my bit of paper here, Christmas live show. So I'm probably going to be spending Christmas on my own. Now, this has nothing to do with the Prime Minister's bid for everyone to stay at home or any of that nonsense. We did that last year, and I have had a few invitations. I quite like a quiet Christmas, to be honest with you. Now, I know my eldest son will be busy with his children, my grandchildren, and I won't be seeing them till they come this way. They're in Southampton, after Christmas. So I will be seeing them after Christmas. Billy, my other son, he and his girlfriend said they were going to have their first Christmas quietly because they've moved into a flat. So this will be the first Christmas they have in a flat. So they want to do that. And my daughter, bless her, I know that she would be up for me visiting, only she's in New Zealand. So that's a bit, it's unlikely to happen, isn't it? So in that case, I will no doubt be on my own. Now, I did toy with the idea of having an open house and saying people come round and have mince pies and all of this if you so wish. But to be honest with you, if the weather is nice, I may go out and do some filming, may go on a walk and film. So the chances I may not actually be here, or I may be editing something that I filmed before then. So I'm just going to have a quiet Christmas and work on projects, probably, knowing what I'm like. That said, though, I would like to do a live show, a streaming show. And the question is, when is the best time to do it? I don't want to do it too late. So I was thinking maybe around 6 o'clock in the evening. Most people, I suppose, will have their lunch times between 2 and 3, possibly, big Christmas lunch. And then by 6 o'clock, maybe you're just having nibbles. And I thought maybe that's the good time to do a live show. Now, I do a live show on the Vobes show channel, but I thought my bigger audience and a chance to see a live show that a lot of people may not see, apart from those who watch the Vobes show, could be on the Bald Explorer channel. So I think I'd probably do my Christmas show on the Bald Explorer channel at 6 o'clock. Just give me some feedback if you think that's a great idea, or if you think it's a terrible idea or got better suggestion. But I think that might work for me, and people can tune in as and when. But it'll be on the Bald Explorer channel, just for a change. So we'll go with that, okay? So that I mean, maybe you're all too busy, you've got so much to do, you won't want to watch anyway. And I have no agenda. It will just be Christmas with the Bald Explorer, I suppose, for about half an hour to an hour, something like that. And we'll have a chinwag about how Christmas is. You can interact with it. You can phone in. You're able to tell me what you've been up to. Tell me some Christmas jokes, Christmas cheer. And as I will be on my own, it would be lovely to have the company, if you can bear it. So that's that. Also, Christmas is a time when people sit down and watch the old Christmas films, don't they? Now, I watch quite a bit of stuff on YouTube. I enjoy that. I don't have a TV license anymore, and my televisions are not connected to, my televisions really only play YouTube if I connect my phone to them or anything like that. So they're not connected. I don't have aerials anymore, and I don't have Netflix. I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't have terrestrial television anymore. So I really rely on YouTube. And I've, over the last this week, I suppose, I've been watching some old English films because I've been thinking about the Englishness and that sort of thing that I'm trying to do with the channel. And two films that I've watched in bits as I've either been waiting for the kettle to boil or waiting for a computer to turn on or just having a cup of coffee, sitting here on the sofa for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I've been watching some old films, 2 particular films that I've watched, which really, to me, sum up a little bit of Englishness. And I enjoy that time and that period that they're in. And that was, one's Blithe Spirit by Oscar Wilde, of course, the famous play that was turned into a film in which Margaret Rutherford and Rex Harrison were the 2 main stars. Absolutely terrific. And I love the dialogue. I love the use of language. It's just wonderful to see. And to me, it sort of sums up what Englishness is. And the other one that I've watched is Genevieve. That's about the veteran cars that do the London to Brighton, starring, is it John Gregson? I think it's John Gregson, and of course Kenneth More. I realised today that John Gregson only lived until he was 55. I've outlived him. It's amazing and very sad when you read and hear about these old actors or actors that you admire. I believe he was in the Titfield Thunderbolt as well. Terrific actor. Anyway, that's another classic English, typical English story with a bit of, I say, old chap, do you really mean that? I think you're going a bit far. All this old language that's died out, the way people used to dress, and seemed to be very proud of what they wore and were very trim and proper and very English. And I love all of that. And I think in some ways we've lost a little bit of that in our modern, slightly more relaxed, at ease ways. That may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing. But I'm curious to know what English films that you have enjoyed over maybe the Christmas period or over the last year, or what classics says it to you that is Christmas. Maybe you could leave a comment in the comment box down below. It would be fascinating to know, because there may be, of course, some of these films that I've not actually seen. It would be fantastic to try and look them up and get to see them. What sums up Englishness for you in terms of old films? The Ealing comedies, for me, is a very typical period of good old Englishness. And it's so nice to see that that's been captured, the sort of 40s and 50s, particularly on film, and one can go back. Of course, it might be slightly artificial because it's on film and all the rest of it, but people used to go to the cinema and they were very much influences of their day. Anyway, that's why I thought Englishness was interesting, because this time of year we're sitting around with family watching old films. So that's really my Sunday chat. I've got nothing terribly exciting to say to you about where I'm going and what's happening and Sussex Border Walk and all of that at the moment, because of the shortness of the day. We're soon coming up to the 21st, which is the shortest day, of course, and then we'll start to get into longer days. And hopefully by January, we'll get some of those crisp, frosty mornings, which will be lovely to get out and about. So in the meantime, I'm just mulling away, trying to think of interesting videos that I can either do at home or locally. And also as we get through the rest of this pandemic, and I'm hoping that that will be banged on the head now. I think this Omicron is not as dreadful as the government is making out, and that we'll be soon out of it. So let's have our fingers crossed for that. Anyway, that's it. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I will see you again probably on Boxing Day, if not on the live show on Christmas Day, and I hope to have some videos in between. So take care and have a great Christmas. Bye for now. Bye-bye.